Y'all, he was literally asking other people about other women in my face. I mean, granted, he said it in French, but I'm still here. I don't speak French very well, but I clearly understood what you just said.
Oh, hell no!
Welcome back, welcome back. I will be doing another $100 giveaway. So all you had to do is be a subscriber. So hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and leave your Cash App in the comment. That's all you got to do. And this particular giveaway ends October 16th, 2021. And that's all you got to do. But anyway, let's get on with this video, y'all. Anyway, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's another story time. As I told you in the last video, I was going to do a story time about Paris. You know, I love traveling the world. Make sure y'all check out my travel videos. Your girl been in a lot of places. I'm on the quest to travel all 7 continents. I have 3 more to go. 3 more to go. I will be knocking out 2 of them at the same time. Perhaps the last 3 all together. But anyway, let me tell you about what happened in Paris. So, as you remember from the last video, your girl went to Paris. That was like my dream vacation. I was like, oh, let me go to Paris. Let me go to Paris. So the guy, Day from the last video, he went to Paris with me because that's where we started in Europe. I call it my European tour. So get to Paris. Told y'all the backstory how he became my travel buddy. We met traveling and we stayed connected. And first time we traveled outside the U.S. was in Paris. We went to Europe. Went to Paris, London, and Rome. So in Paris, yeah, like Paris, the city of Paris is, oh my God, it's immaculate, okay? Very beautiful. I had a great time experiencing the city itself. But, however, Day it's making it a little difficult because we were like literally arguing in Paris. Now, if you don't know who Day is just a guy that I was traveling with at the time because we met in Las Vegas and he told me that he loves to travel. I thought he was full of, but no, he was telling me about all the places he'd been. I was like, oh my God, you actually have a passport, because most men who like, oh, I travel with you, I would go here, I would go there with you. They don't even have a passport. How you gonna go with me? I like to travel outside the U.S. Don't get me wrong, I love my country. Oh, I'm ghetto. I love my country. I love to travel within my country, but sometimes I want to see what's outside of my country. So Paris was like the dream vacation. I said, you know, once I get married, I want to take my honeymoon is gonna be in Paris, but still not married, so you know, still want to see Paris. Like, why wait? Like, so went to Paris. He ended up coming along because when I told him I was coming to Paris, he's like, I want to come with you. No problem. You got a passport? Yes, you do. You love to travel. You got money. Come on. So we get to Paris. Now, if you don't remember from the last video, this Day is Haitian. So he speaks Creole, French, whatever. Creole is his first language. So he speaks French too. He's been here in the U.S. for many years. He wasn't born here, but he's been here long enough. He understands the American culture. But at the same time, he sticks to his Haitian values. So he was telling me, he was like, you know, I haven't spoke French in a long time, but it will all come back to me once I get there. No problem. I was like, well, I only speak English, so you can be a great benefit by us being here in Paris. It's like, yeah, I try to help out as much as I can. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we get there. Paris was beautiful. Our hotel was literally right down the street from the Eiffel Tower. Went to the Eiffel Tower. Oh my God. Like, these pictures do it no justice. Like, actually being there, seeing the Eiffel Tower is amazing. It is way bigger than what I expected. Like, looking at these, like I said, these pictures, it just doesn't show the true beauty of the Eiffel Tower. Because just by looking at the picture, you wouldn't know that you can actually go inside. Like, it's this big gigantic elevator. It's like a glass elevator. It can fit a lot of people in there. And you go up, it's 2 levels. You can go to the middle level and you can get off there, because that's where most people get off at. And there are little souvenir shops and little concession stand. You can get food, nice, and you can also walk around on the balcony. Now, by it being so high up on, that was just the mid level. We went out on the mid level. It was hard to talk because the wind was blowing so hard, and we were there in May, so the weather wasn't too cold and wasn't too hot. It was about 60 degrees Fahrenheit to all my people who use Celsius. It was 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. For me, that's cold. So, and then with, of course, the higher you up, the harder the wind blows. So it's like, do we really want to go all the way to the top? I was like, I don't know, because it's hard for us to talk. And this is before COVID, so it was okay for us to be all up on each other. Anyway, nice time. Went to the Eiffel Tower, walked around Paris, went to the expensive side of it.
Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, we went there too. All the expensive stores were, and we did the hop on, hop off bus tour. Then this when stuff went left. We went to this restaurant. Okay, we went to a restaurant. No, we was walking down the
Champs-Élysées.
Lord, and there's no disrespect to all my people, but no, I cannot pronounce that word. I need to learn another language. You see, being a nurse, it's important to learn other language. However, I only know English. Anyway, get to this real nice restaurant. Like, it was a beef type of, they was known for their beef. Like, they had like displayed beef, different parts of the animals in this glass case on display. That's just to show you this type of beef you like. So we're at the restaurant. Ooh, beautiful restaurant, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, over there when I was in Europe, I think we went to that's one thing I can say about Day. That the man, he know how to pick a restaurant, okay? Made your girl feel special now. Like if you don't remember, Daddy is not my boyfriend, travel buddy. But I feel like when we out traveling, it's us. It's us. It's, we together, but we're not together. So you go treat me with respect while we out here in these Parisian streets, okay? So we get to this restaurant. His French is coming back to him because, like I say, he did speak French as a child, but as he got older, he didn't, because he came to the U.S. He had to speak more English, so he kind of, like, if you don't use it, you lose it type of deal. So we get we're at this restaurant, and he was asking this waiter, the waiter, it was a guy. Now, in English, it translates to this: how are the women here in Paris? He said it in French, but because I know a few French words, I kind of pieced things together, and I'm like, and then the waiter looked at me like, he was looking at me like, oh, ain't this your girl? And the waiter had said something like, they okay. I think he didn't want to engage in the conversation because I guess the look I gave the waiter was like, I can hear you. I can understand you. Because obviously when they see us together, they feel like, okay, if he's speaking French, she probably speaks French. He has a very strong accent, Haitian accent, Creole accent. I do not. Obviously, I have a very strong American accent. So when we out talking, I can see how they look at us like they sound different. And like obviously they assume like he's from some other place. Like, no, we both from the U.S., just different parts of the U.S. Anyway, so the waiter looked at me like, what? And I waited till the waiter left, and I was like, did you just ask them how are the women here? He's like, yeah. I was like, why are you concerned about the women here in Paris? You plan on hooking up with somebody while you out here with me? No. I'm like, well, why are you asking about women? What do you want with these women here in Paris? What's going on? No, I just want to know what they like. I'm like, whatever. I'm trying to keep the peace and enjoy all this beauty up here. Now it's nighttime now, okay, y'all. We did explore the city. It's nighttime. ate dinner. I'm kind of in my feelings a little bit, whatever. So we left there. We was like, yeah, let's just take a walk. Let's be romantic like the like in the movies. I tell you, when I'm on vacation, for me, especially in these exotic locations, beautiful locations, I get real dramatic. Like if you now when I started blogging, you can see that, especially when I was in Bali. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, when I was in Bali, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me I wasn't cute. I didn't look good. I had on all my pretty dresses. You know, look at me being ghetto again. Yes, I had all my pretty dresses. You couldn't tell me nothing. So anyway, I let that little situation go because I'm trying to enjoy myself. Now Paris, like I said, Paris was our first stop in Europe. So I'm trying to make things better, but let me tell you, along this trip, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So anyway, we left this restaurant. We walked the streets where all the pretty, really designed stores were. The Chalet. I can't say that.
Champs-Élysées.
Jesus. Anyway, so we go to this other place. It's like, yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. We end up going to this place. It was actually a club. And the guy, we started speaking English, and he was like, no English. He was letting us know that he don't speak English. So like, okay, that's cool. So my translator over here started speaking French, and I noticed again, I'm picking up on the beaucoup, la femme, and something else. So when I heard, because I'm like, okay, you just asked these people at the restaurant. So he was, and this was actually another black guy that was in Paris who was working at the club. He was a bouncer. Day wanted to go in there and use the restroom. I was like, I'm good. I'll stay out here and wait on Day. So he was like, yeah, you can come in. Like they were speaking French, but obviously he let Day in to use the restroom. But before Day went to the bathroom, he asked this man again, what other women here like? I'm like, you asking? I was like, I understand that. I was like, you just asked this man what are the women here like, and that man looked at me like, he looking at me like, cause I was looking good. Okay, your girl was looking good. When I be on vacation, I'm telling you, I be cute every day, all day. I wake up cute. But anyway, that's besides the point. So he asked this man again, what are the women here like? I'm like, he just did it again. He just did it again. Why does he keep doing this? So he went to the bathroom. He came out the bathroom. I was like, look here, you ain't gonna keep doing me like this. Like I say, we here together. This is us. Why are you so concerned about these women here in Paris? What do you plan on doing with these women here in Paris? He's like, I don't know. I was like, excuse me. And I lost it. I was like, I don't appreciate you doing this. I was like, how would you react if I was out here doing this? I'm here in Paris trying to check for other men and asking them what they like, what y'all want to do, y'all want to hang out with me. How would you feel? Oh, it's all good. I can't do it. Oh, let me stop. I told you he has that accent. Oh, it's all good. I wouldn't care. Like, you on vacation, you're supposed to. No, we together. We enjoying our time when we out here, because we don't live in the same city, the same state. We live 16 hours away from each other. So I feel like when we link up, and then we linking up outside the U.S., I want to enjoy it. I want all of your time, because that's what we took time out of our busy schedules to do. I have a busy life back home in the Midwest. You have a busy life back on the East Coast. You know that. You are an entrepreneur, very successful entrepreneur, might I add. Okay, man came to America and just learned. he definitely got the American dream. But anyway, we in Paris. Stop asking about these women. And I'm like, what do you plan on sleeping with these women? What are you going to do with them once you find out about them, or one is here in your presence? What are you going to do with these women? Nothing. Okay, if you don't have any plans to do anything, why you keep asking about me? Then you doing it in my face, which I think is very disrespectful. I'm getting heated now because him and I are not seeing eye to eye. And here we are in Paris, in this beautiful city, and we are arguing like we are a married couple, because I'm so fed up with you. Everywhere you go, you asking all the locals what the women are like. what are your plans with these women? What are you going to do with these women? Are you planning on sleeping with them or something? You know, when I go to bed, you'll sneak out the hotel and go do something. Why do you need to know what the women are like? Like, what? So, and it was ironic thing that happened while we were arguing. We saw this other couple arguing, but they were like, I was like, oh my. So it kind of, reality kind of snapped back. Now I know he will never put his hands on me. I don't put my hands on people. That is what it is, but I think that was like a wake up call to when they were like, and they was like arguing in French, so I can understand. I didn't know what they were saying, but he can understand what they were saying. Like, what are they arguing? Because they kind of like, while we arguing, they were like, well, I wouldn't say they. He was throwing them paws on her. I was like, oh my God, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Like, I literally watched this woman get beat up in Paris. Like, no, this is like the city. Is it city of love? I don't know, but you know, it's very romantic city, and to see these people, or see this woman like getting, I think he smacked her a couple times. He saw us, so I think he was kind of bringing it down on us because he saw that like we were right there, but they got cameras everywhere. Just because we physically here watching this, I mean, the whole everybody who had access to these cameras can see you too, homeboy. But anyway, I was like, so it made me want to just stop arguing with him. But I was pissed to the max when I was like, I'm ready to go back to my hotel. It's like, cool, I'll call a taxi. I was like, no, I'm walking. Our hotel is right there. I don't need a taxi. I can walk to my hotel. But I was like, you know what? This ain't my hood. This ain't my neighborhood. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, call that taxi. Yeah, I'm going to ride with you. I'm going to act right. But when we go back to this hotel, I'm going to tell you about yourself. When, Lord, I didn't want to be too ghetto or too loud, because I'm like, I'm supposed to be enjoying I'm like, look, I'm here to enjoy myself, and you starting off wrong. Like, I don't appreciate. I think that it's so wrong for you to ask about other women when I'm sitting here with you, trying to work on something. Like, I knew in my heart, like, we would never be together because our living situations. But anyway, at least give me the respect that I deserve when I'm out here, because technically this is a date. Like, we out on a date. I was like, do you understand that a lot of married people don't travel the world the way we do? Like, we done been all these places so far in under a year, and we're just friends. You're not my man. I'm not your wife. You know, I was like, and then reality starts thinking in. He's like, yeah, you know, I apologize, whatever. I was like, yeah, I appreciate if you don't do that again. Like, that's rude. I get it, we're not together, but this to me is a date, a very expensive date, might I add, a very expensive date. You know, so don't be that damn disrespectful to me to be asking about other women in my face. In my face. Granted, you said it in French, but I can understand that. Or like, I understand that. So no, I only speak English, but still, when you are speaking other languages in front of me, just be respectful, because there are certain words that I am familiar with. I did take French in high school. I took Spanish in high school. I took German at my other high school. Granted, because I had to, but, and I don't know any German words, but obviously the French and Spanish words I am familiar with. And he kind of was like, okay, I'll work on that. But let me tell you. He probably worked on it for like 2 seconds, because when we got to Puerto Rico, the East St. Louis came out of me, y'all. East St. Louis came out of me. I'm from this city. I don't live there anymore, but I'm from this city called East St. Louis, and it came out of me in Puerto Rico. And I think that probably another what's that, story time for y'all, because I was shaking the table. I was shaking the tables. Can you believe that? As conservative as I am, I was shaking, well, not literally shaking the tables, but I showed Puerto Rico what people from East St. Louis can be like if you press those buttons. So now Puerto Rico was with him again. I forgave him for all the shenanigans that happened in Paris, London, and Rome, and I agreed to go to Puerto Rico with him like a few months later, and Lord have mercy. And that for me was the drawing straw. I was like, after Puerto Rico, I was done with it because he was playing with my emotions, playing and telling me he's out with other women, like. But that's Puerto Rico. I would tell y'all that later, but that was Paris. Like I was kind of hurt. Like you on a date with me trying to figure out other women. That mad disrespectful. Regardless of our relationship or friendship status, I think that was just a very rude thing to do. But like the person that I am a very forgiving person when it comes to certain things. As far as cheating, I'm sorry, I don't have a forgiving heart for a cheater, but situations like this, considering the fact that you're not my man, you're not my boyfriend, but at least give me the respect as a friend. At least show me that. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? So we kissed and made up. Now when we got to Rome, and I tell y'all, it was okay. It was okay. So I don't know if that was a story time. Maybe I get that story time with you with the Puerto Rican story, because Puerto Rico, let me tell you. All I can say is in Puerto Rico, their clock said 1 a.m. and you ain't nowhere to be found. Yeah, I was. Anyway, that's Paris, y'all. Puerto Rico. Maybe I should do Puerto Rico next, because Puerto Rico, let me tell you, I was ready. I chose violence that day. Like I did. I didn't get violent, but I was choosing it. I was checking it off like any mini mighty mode. But anyway, that is what happened in Paris. I just felt really disrespected that here I am on a date with you in Paris, my dream vacation, and you keep inquiring about other women. That was so unnecessary, so uncool. But little old me forgave you and decided to go to Puerto Rico with you, which made it worse. And that was it. I told him after Puerto Rico, we're done. But that's what happened in Paris. Ladies, don't let a man disrespect you no matter what circumstance. If y'all just friends, he shouldn't be trying to entertain other women in your face. At least wait till I leave and walk away. Then you go text them and call them and do all that stuff that you do. But anyway, that was my situation in Paris. I will tell y'all about Puerto Rico in the next video. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you enter my giveaway. I got $100 giveaway coming up. I did my first one. In case y'all missed that, y'all can see the video on there. It was beautiful to get back. But yes, make sure you enter this one. All you gotta do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, leave a comment down below with your Cash App, and this particular drawing contest will end October 16th, okay? And I will announce the winner on the very next day. But thank y'all for watching me for like 20 some minutes. I truly appreciate it. Bye.